What's going on, world? I am back with another TYSK report. I got that tech news lined up on the docket. So without further ado, let's dive in. Meet the world's smallest, fastest, power autonomous bipedal robot. At less than 1.5 inches tall, roughly the same height as the Lego minifigure, the world's smallest self-contained bipedal robot can self-start from standstill, walk faster than a half-mile per hour, turn, skip, and ascend small steps with just the power of its own board battery, actuator, and control system. The robot, known as Zippy by its creators, is the latest output of a multi-year NSF-supported project led by Aaron Johnson and Sarah B. at Carnegie Mellon University. According to Stephen Mann, one of the lead authors of this research, Zippy can go into tight spaces that people and even other robots cannot manage. Zippy could be a resource for emergency search and rescue, industrial inspection, and even deployment of geologically interesting areas for scientific research. The biped walks by lifting its front legs and shifting its center of gravity forward. The momentum from this shift in combination with its rounded front foot creates enough space for Zippy's other leg to swing through and take a full step. Because of its small size, Zippy uses an additional mechanical hard stop to act as a joint limit for its hip instead of a servo. Moving forward, the team plans to add sensors like cameras to Zippy so it can localize and autonomously navigate environments. With localization capabilities, multiple robots could be deployed together to coordinate as a swarm for inspection or search and rescue operations in hazardous environments. Alright, so on this channel I brought you lots of information about all different types of robots, and now we have this very miniature small robot that could one day be deployed in many real-world use cases or become a hot item that many children might want to have and play with. It's always exciting and interesting to bring you this type of news just so we can be more informed about what's happening in the robotic industry outside of humanoid robots that we hear about all the time. And who even knows, with the Zippy robot, this could be the beginning of a small robot revolution. New Lego building AI creates models that actually stand up in real life. Recently, researchers at Carnegie Mellon University unveiled Lego GPT, an AI model that creates physically stable Lego structures from text prompts. The new system not only designs Lego models that match text descriptions, but also ensure they can be built brick by brick in the real world, either by hand or with robotic assistance. This trained model generates Lego designs that match text prompts like a streamlined, elongated vessel or a classic style car with a prominent front grille. The resulting designs are simple, using just a few brick types to create primitive shapes, but they stand up. In the paper titled Generating Physically Stable and Buildable Lego Designs from Text, the research team led by Ava Pun explained that many existing 3D generation models focus on making diverse objects with detailed geometry, but these digital designs often can't be physically made. Without proper support, parts of the design can collapse, float, or remain disconnected. Unlike previous attempts at autonomous Lego modeling, Lego GPT reportedly produces step-by-step instructions for building Lego creations that don't fall apart. Lego GPT works by first generating a sequence of precisely placed Lego bricks. For each new brick in the sequence, the system makes sure it doesn't collide with existing bricks and that it fits within the building space. After completing a design, it uses the aforementioned mathematical models to verify that the model can stand upright without falling apart. Still, there are some limitations. The current version of Lego GPT only works within a 20 by 20 by 20 building space and uses a mere 8 standard brick types. So because of this technology, for some reason I think it's going to find its way into the 3D printing world, where you're going to be able to type in a text prompt connected to a machine and it's going to be able to create exactly what you typed in. Now, of course, they did mention that there are some limitations and that they are continuing to work on this, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future when they are able to make this technology better and deploy it to the point where it's able to be used on a larger scale. Also, this could be an opportunity for you creative entrepreneurs out there to have a business model around something like this. So definitely get those creative juices flowing and think about what you can build with Lego GPT. Scientists find lead really can be turned into gold with the help from a large hadron collider. One of the ultimate goals of medieval alchemy has been realized, but only for a fraction of a second. Scientists with the European Organization of Nuclear Research, better known as CERN, were able to convert lead into gold using the Large Hadron Hadron Collider, LHC, the world's most powerful particle accelerator. Unlike the examples of transmutation we see in pop culture, these experiments with the LHC involve smashing subatomic particles together at high speeds to manipulate lead's physical properties to become gold. The LHC is often used to smash lead ions together to create extremely hot and dense matter, similar to what was observed in the universe following the Big Bang. While conducting this analysis, the CERN scientists took note of the near misses that caused a lead nucleus to drop its neutrons or protons. Lead atoms only have 3 more protons than gold atoms, meaning that in certain cases the LHC causes the lead atoms to drop just enough protons to become a gold atom for a fraction of a second. Alchemists back in the day may be astonished by this achievement, but the experiments conducted between 2015 and 2018 only produced about 29 picograms of gold. So this story was surfacing in different parts of the internet, and lots of people were talking about, oh, well, now gold is worthless and this and that. This type of technology has not disrupted the gold industry yet, but they are on alert of what could happen with this type of technology as it continues to improve and be able to turn a lot more lead into gold. Also, it was very interesting to find this out because lead is a chemical element, so I'm thinking about what other chemical elements could be used to turn that element into something else. So with this tech news, my curiosity was piqued, and I'm very interested to see what's going to happen next, and to also see if that gold market is one day going to be disrupted by something like this. GM's new manganese-rich battery promises cheaper EVs in 2028. General Motors revealed Tuesday a new battery chemistry called lithium manganese-rich (LMR), which it says could slash costs while delivering driving range that's just shy of the most advanced batteries on the market. With LMR, we can deliver over 400 miles of range in our trucks while significantly reducing our battery costs, according to Kurt Kelty, GM's Vice President of Battery, Propulsion, and Sustainability. LMR will also dramatically reduce the amount of nickel and cobalt compared with GM's most advanced cells, 2 critical minerals that aren't readily available from domestic sources in the United States. GM says the new cells will be cheaper for a few reasons. For one, manganese is cheaper than cobalt or nickel. The LMR chemistry will have 0 to 2% cobalt, 30 to 40% nickel, and 60 to 70% manganese. That's significantly less than today's leading NMC cells, which are up to 10% cobalt and 80% nickel. Previous attempts at manganese-rich batteries have tended to degrade quickly. GM thinks it has cracked the problem. The automaker experimented with a range of materials and manufacturing processes to arrive at the current formulation. GM has big plans for LMR, with the chemistry potentially spreading throughout the EV lineup. Andy Ori, business planning manager at GM, said that LMR could take up a huge chunk in the middle of the market, pushing LFP to entry-level vehicles and pricey NMC to applications that need long range and high energy density. So that's just some of the latest news from GM, and within a 3-year time span, I believe they could have something moving for them, but because technology moves at such a rapid pace, and with other actual electric vehicle companies doing very well in other parts of the globe, this may not go the way that GM wants it to go. So hopefully at that time when they bring this battery technology to the market, they won't be pushed to the side due to the fact of all the other companies who might have other cheaper vehicles available for consumers to purchase. All Trails debuts $80 a year membership that includes AI-powered smart routes. All Trails, the hiking and biking companion app, is launching a new premium membership called Peak that includes an upgraded feature set. The $80 per year subscription will introduce AI tools to build custom routes and provide real-time trail condition forecasts, trail traffic heat maps, and a feature that lets you identify trees and plants using your phone's camera. The new option will initially roll out in the next few weeks to select members and will be available globally to all users by June. All Trails users can sign up for early access on its website. The new AI-powered feature in the Peak membership, for instance, lets users build their ideal trail either by starting from scratch or customizing existing trails. Smart routing functionality uses AI to change a trail by making it shorter, less steep, or even more scenic, among other things. The new trail conditions forecast will provide information about the temperature, precipitation, snow depth, and more, essentially putting a weather app inside All Trails. There are also alerts for things like air quality and mosquito activity. A later update will add terrain and ground conditions like pavement, gravel, or mud. The added heat map option can help hikers and bikers who hate getting stuck on crowded trails, as well as those who prefer a crowd for safety purposes like when hiking alone. This summer, Peak members will also gain access to an outdoor lens feature that lets them instantly identify a tree, plant, or flower and log it into the app. Over time, more identification features will be added to the lens, the company stated. So at $80 a year, I think that's a great price for something like this based on all the different features that you're going to be able to have with this membership. So for individuals out there who enjoy hiking and biking, you may get early access to try it out, but in June it should be coming to everyone, and that's going to give you the opportunity to create a new type of trail that you haven't been on before. Orbeck designs Gemini 435 LE to help robots see farther and navigate smarter. Orbeck Incorporated unveiled the Gemini 435 LE, the latest addition to its stereo vision lineup. The Troy, Michigan-based company said it delivers substantial enhancements for industrial applications and offers leading depth sensing performance. Orbeck is a leading provider of robotics and artificial intelligence vision, offering products that it said deliver performance and value spanning structure light, stereo vision, time of flight (TOF), and LiDAR technologies. The company claimed that its technology powers robotics, manufacturing, logistics, retail, 3D scanning, health tech, and fitness systems. With in-house research and development, a state-of-the-art factory, supply chain management, and global support, Orbeck said it also offers OEM engagements for custom and embedded designs specifically tailored for robotics applications. Orbeck asserted that the new system addresses the technology gap between high demand and fragmented use cases with a focus on precision and adaptability. It also listed the following key features of the Gemini 435 LE, which include long-range high-precision sensing, reproduction of object edges and contours, and scene configurable depth modes for flexible adaptation. The Gemini 435 LE will be available for order beginning in June 2025. Through these strategic partnerships, Orbeck said Gemini 435 LE and other 3D vision products will be more widely available across Europe and North America, offering customers streamlined procurement and technical support services. The upgraded VMU Pro turns the Dreamcast memory card into a handheld emulator. The Sega Dreamcast wasn't the first home console to store game saves on a portable memory card, but its virtual memory unit, VMU, stood out with a built-in screen, controls, and playable mini games. 8-Bit Mod's upcoming VMU Pro offers the same functionality as Sega's original, but it's rebuilt from the ground up with upgrades that include a full-color screen and enough processing power to use it as a handheld emulator for retro games. Pricing for the VMU Pro hasn't yet been revealed, but 8-Bit Mod stated that pre-orders are available now through its online store. Although it's been upgraded with a 16-bit IPS TFT color screen and enough power to emulate NES, Sega Master System, and even Game Boy Color titles, it can still be inserted into an original Dreamcast controller and be used to store saved game data. Alright, so that's a wrap for the TYSK report. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, check out this video right here, let me know what you think, and stay tuned for the next video.